Doesn't matter who you are, what you do, or what kind of dog you have, Flyball is the sport for you. Welcome back, everyone. It's Alex for another Flyball and Friends interview. Today we have another person we're talking to from Belgium. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, welcome so much to the channel. I'm so glad that you could take time out of your day to be here with me. If you could introduce yourself for everyone today.
Hello, I am Evi. I live in Belgium. I do flyball at the Flying Dragons. I do compete there with a few dogs, and I do have one dog in training also. Yeah.
How long have you been playing flyball for?
Playing flyball myself for I think 6 or 7 years now. My dog first started flyball with my mother, because I was still at high school, so I didn't have so much time. And then I did start to run her actually at competition. So I didn't learn her flyball, but I started running with her at competition.
That's awesome. So what do you do for a living?
So I'm still a student. I'm doing now further studying for animal osteopathy, so for canine, for the dogs. In combination with a study here in Belgium for animal rehab assistant and sport coaching. Beside that, I'm doing already dog training, so normal dog training and conditioning classes and private classes. So that's
amazing. Good for you for being able to do all that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm really working with dogs.
For sure. So what got you playing flyball?
Actually, my aunt and uncle did have dogs, and they did flyball before we even had dogs. And then they had a litter, and there was still one puppy, and we weren't not going to have a puppy. And then, yeah, you should take a puppy. So yeah, we took the puppy. And then my mother started flyball at their team at the moment. And then, yeah, so we're all into flyball actually.
That's awesome. So do you guys still all play on the same team then?
Yeah, we did change a few times, but we still are together on one team.
That's cool. So do you have a most memorable dog that you've gotten to watch race flyball?
Actually, the father of my border whippet, he is a whippet Sep with Dave. You did already interview.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will be him, I think.
So do you have one piece of advice that you could give to someone starting out in flyball?
I think make sure your dog is ready for what they have to do, like also on physical stuff, but also the basics I think are really important before you start like really jumping your dog.
For sure. How long does it typically take to train a flyball dog?
I think when you start with a puppy, it takes about 1.5 to 2 years, depending on the dog and how much they are interested also in other dogs. And with a dog that's older and the start, yeah, it's sooner, I guess. Yeah.
That's awesome. So how often does your team practice?
Normally we practice twice a week. At the moment it was only one time a week after Corona stop, and now we are trying to do the second time a week also again.
Awesome. Do you do anything at home to help with flyball then?
Yeah, I really do a lot at home to help my flyball dogs, from daily walks to conditioning exercises to really a lot. I also treat them a lot so that they are preventive treated, so that no injuries will come by.
For sure, conditioning is a big part of flyball, that's for sure.
Yeah.
How often would you say you go to tournaments then?
Normally we have in Belgium here 12 to 14 competitions a year. I think with our team we go almost to every competition. At the moment there are no competitions, but normally they are spread out from April to October, November or something. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you travel lots then for flyball?
We live quite far from the most flyball teams. We go for tournaments. So we have to travel at least 1 to 2 hours every time, but not like 4 to 5, 6 hours. That's not really here.
What would be the farthest you've traveled for flyball?
For last year, we did go to Germany for the European Championships. So that was, I think, about 6 to 7 hours driving. So that will be the farthest.
Awesome. So do you have a favorite tournament that you like to go to besides any of the championships?
I think the favorite field we do a championship tournament on is in Hasselt, and I like that one because you have a lot of space there. You can go camping. You have really not that you have to be really close to each other, and also the lane is like really smooth. So most of the time we do run, or the records are run there.
That's awesome. Now, what would be one of the more important things you learned when you first started playing flyball?
I think being as crazy as possible for your dog to make them as funny and fast as possible, and also like really run, not walk or just call your dog, but really run.
That's awesome. That's a good way to put it. I like that. Is there a place in the world that you would still like to go, whether it's compete, train, or even just walk?
I sometimes go to the Roadrunners. Dave has helped us with the Sun Dogs, and also because Herbie is a puppy of Zap, we sometimes go there. And I really, actually, in every club, I like watching trainings because I think you learn a lot by watching.
Sure.
So yeah.
Okay, now what exactly do you like about playing flyball then?
I think depending on other dog sports, the team thing about flyball, because other dog sports are quite separately and just you and your dog that matters. And I really like the fact that it's a team effort that you do, and not only like my dog, but it's really the team that goes to the competition, and not only the 4 dogs at the lanes on competition, but really the 6 dogs we can run with are even important.
Yeah. Do you start or pass, and do you have a preference on which one you like more?
Yeah, so actually I'm used to be the last dog. My dog is kind of a ball spitter. So yeah, I'm most of the time last dog, but after which dog I run, it doesn't really matter for me actually. I'm quite good at all the dogs in the team.
That's good. Now, could you share one of your earliest memories of flyball with us?
I think the earliest memory of flyball I had was when I went watching. I didn't even have a dog yet. It was in 2010, so 10 years ago. And I did go watching the dogs of my family at the European Flymanship over then in Germany also. And it was like a really, really hot competition, and I went with them camping there, just as small vacation. And yeah, it was a really nice memory of that. And I just helped.
All right. Now, do you have another favorite memory of flyball that you could share with us, whether it's on or off the racing lanes?
I think the most favorite moment I did have on competitions is when we did run the Belgian records last year, I think. So yeah, we were really pushing it for, I think, about 4 or 5 competitions, and then finally it did happen, and that was like a really nice moment.
That's awesome. What time was that?
Then it was about 16:24.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you. But yeah, it was quite, we did still have some times on the crossings, but it was quite okay then.
That's awesome. So do you have any personal goals playing the sport?
For now, it is actually conditioning my dogs and getting them back into shape after the corona. And yeah, making my dog again as fast or even faster. That's my goal actually than before. And separate of that, I have a young dog that just had an injury. So he is now almost fully rehabbed, and then he will teach flyball also. So it will be a next goal for me.
That's good. Now, do you have anyone in flyball that you look up to as a mentor, whether it was when you were first starting out or continuing to this day?
I have actually always worked quite good together with my uncle. He actually taught me a lot of dogs, not only on flyball, but on dogs also. Yeah. So he is a bit of the reason that we are into dogs actually. So I think it will be him that really got me into everything. Actually.
That's awesome. Now, do you have any hobbies outside of playing flyball?
Yeah, I am. Actually, I did do dancing in high school, so I'm still doing that just as a hobby beside of dogs.
That's awesome. Now, the only thing I have left is if you could challenge someone to do an interview with me that's not on your team. Do you have anyone in mind?
I do have someone in mind. She used to run with us, but now since I think a couple of years she doesn't. And she's still a good friend of me. So Silke Robeets is the person I wanted to challenge.
That's awesome. Well, thank you again so much for doing this with me. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day, and hopefully we'll see each other on the racing lanes real soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thanks again for doing this, and thanks again for sharing all your stories. It was great getting to meet you. If you guys are new here or just haven't subscribed yet, make sure you consider doing so and hit that notification bell just so you get notified when any new video drops. If you guys would like to check out my Instagram or check out my merchandise, I have lots of shirts and lots of different designs that you guys could check out. You can check out those links in the description below. If you guys would like some more information on Flyball in general or some information on her team, I also have a link in the description below you guys could check out. Until next time, guys, see you then.